It changes the focus of where we are right now. The 200 goes back to, you said, the sanctity of the Constitution, and Michael, I think you talked about, you're scared. That's not your word, but I am too. I'm really worried. And I wonder, what is the worst that could happen here? I said to a Swedish friend of mine, my fear is the loss of our democracy, the loss of our civil rights, and his fear is that he will start a war, and as war, he can hang on to presidency past, the time of election. And you did suggest that we can trust our systems, but I see erosion here daily, and the frog in the water that's heated slowly.
Well, I think if anything, there's a real respect, even in the armed forces, for that matter, for the rule of law. And that's how these people are sensitized, socialized, and taught. So it's not going to be the equivalency of what people would think happened after 1933, when that person whose name I don't even want to mention was able to essentially turn a chancellorship position into much more. That I just don't think is possible in our system. And remember, we're a federal system also where there's states and the like, so it's not so simple about that for something like that to occur to begin with. And if you harken back to Watergate, the bottom line is a president who had that kind of power, and it certainly was an awful, awful, awful lot smarter than this person. There's no question. There's no question the difference. It's very possible that that person was borderline brilliant as much as he was, he had a degree of stupidity. And Arthur and I can talk a lot about brilliant elected officials who've done stupid, stupid things. But that's not the point here. So I think if we have already, what happened during Watergate shows that, in essence, there is pushback. And now there is just so many more tools. The media tools are there and sharpened focus, and I talked about that earlier in my talk. So I think the fact that we do have a constitution, that we have a firm sense of law and a commitment in that regard, and people don't want to talk about giving away. They don't want to talk about, I don't think the most right-wing kind of Republican wants to talk about having a dictatorship or even suggesting that a dictatorship, if you will, which is the fear that maybe is sort of discussed, they wouldn't want to accept that or rationalize that in return for any sort of policies that they want. They're not going to go that far.